So this video is a reply to Laci Green's latest video, Caught Between Extremes, Red Pill number 2, and I'm hoping that the YouTube app that I'm recording this on will keep recording this and not suddenly stop the upload, and then all of a sudden I've got the conversation cut off and I've got to do another part, because that has happened before at this point. So that's kind of been my main concern with YouTube here. That's why I haven't been using it as much, because I was using it, it kept cutting me off, as I was like, okay, I don't want to do that anymore, so I've been on Facebook. This video is... The reason that I'm making this video to Laci in the first place is that the tone of it is so dramatically different from what I've seen. For example, with the conversation with Blair. I watched the analysis of the video with two people. I think I've linked that below in one of my other videos here. And, oh, that's right, I have a pause button. Oh, but the pause button makes it so that the voice and audio, the audio and the face don't sync up then. The audio and the... That was funny, I said both the... And I forgot what the word is. My first experiences with feminism, because this is relevant, and I was around 13 or something like that, I think. But I just got this overall impression, because this was, I think, when the first time I started, like, thinking about it, and, like, wanting to start exploring that avenue. I was like, these feminists, what's this like? And the immediate sense I had overall, and I don't really know how to explain this, frankly, is that they wanted to rip my throat out, castrate me, and kill me. That they hated me, they hated all men, and that they wanted to see all men die. There's just being this hatred for men, for me, for any man that they would look upon. Just sheer hatred. And so I was afraid of being at like any type of like sleepover, where I might be around one of them, and then I might be sleeping, and they might be near me, and they might then, during the night, cut my throat or something, anything. So my overall initial reaction has always been that of complete and utter paranoia, more or less. And from the stuff that I've seen on videos, I fear for being... because I know that all this stuff is public, I fear for what I might say, because there are feminists around. They could destroy your job in a second if you offend them. And they are offended by absolutely everything under the sun. So you will offend them if you start talking with them. And so I have more or less avoided talking with feminists at this point, because I've tried doing conversations with them before, and it would always go around in circles. And I would say, well, what's the basic idea of feminism? And they'd ask me, well... And I'd ask them, why are you going with feminism? Because that's sexist. Start out with that. Why feminism? And you're saying that this is equality of the sexes. How is this equality of the sexes if you're focusing on just one of them? Well, it's because of the stuff to do with the patriarchy and all the stuff that men has done throughout history. And I'm not them. I didn't do that. Why are you blaming me for the history that I am actually against? I am against the inequality stuff, the exception to the rules. And you want to be an exception to the rules with the state. You don't want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of the inequalities. I want to get rid of the exceptions to the rules. You want to have another exception to the rule. You want it to switch from the men to be an exception to the rule, to the women to be an exception to the rule. You want it to be, instead of patriarchy, matriarchy. That's the sense that I get whenever I talk with them, is that they want equality. And what equality means is that it's women are superior to men, and that men need to admit that. And one of the latter times that I was asking about the feminism, it's been a few years now at this point, they pointed me to a PDF, a pamphlet, and it was simply stuff about men, or something like men treating them shitty. And I was like, so where's the basic thing about what feminism is? And like, what are you talking about? It's about these men's issues and so forth, the issues with men. That's what feminism is. This isn't a premise. This is just all these issues with men and women. That's what feminism is. So feminism doesn't have a definition, but it's about equality in the sexes. I just... And then you're in there with the room with them, and they're like, well, you're wrong, because you're a guy, and because you're a man. Well, you're a white male. You're a white male. Your point is invalid because you exist as you are. You should be black. Well, but black men are bad too. They're not as bad as white men, but black men are bad too because they're men. If you're a woman, you're okay, but if you're a man, you're bad. You're bad if you're a man. You're a man, you're bad. You need to admit that you're bad. That will make you good. The original sin of feminism. But I can relate to because I'm damn sure that the anti-feminists, a lot of them, are complete assholes. Because I have defended, for example, anarcho-capitalism. And I have seen a bunch of anarcho-capitalists being complete fuckwits, even to me. And so I've just been like, I defend that ideology, yes, I know, but a lot of the people in it are kind of fuckwits. I'm sorry about that, and I don't defend it either, and I try to catch them out one, and it's embarrassing as fuck. And especially when I talk about how anarchy, if that means abundance, well then perhaps, just perhaps, money, which deals entirely and is designed for managing scarcity. If scarcity isn't the real reality here, if we are living on induced scarcity, then perhaps if it wasn't there, we wouldn't just, what's the idea? We wouldn't have money? No. We need to have money because money is a moral good. You know, haven't you heard the speech from Atlas Shrugged? You know, money is the moral measure of man, and we need to have money because that's how we measure morality here. What? You measure morality by how scarce things are? I thought you were for anarchy. I thought you wanted the consistent application of rules in society. I thought you understood that money was about managing scarcity. So I get it. About people who, you think they got the position down right a bit, and then they keep extreming it, and you say, well, what about this idea? And well, no, gotta have the money. Well, no, gotta have the feelings. Or, well, no, gotta have them talking about raping you in graphic detail. So, I talked about how I knew that this would be not very fun for you, and that's how it's been. And I'm sorry, and I'm curious about talking with you. I think I'll post this video as a response to your video.